I recently made what I believe to be the best video on my channel. And that's great, but the problem is that I've said that before. I remember when I was making videos every single day, and every time I made a video, I believed it was the best that I had made. Every time a new video came out, it was my best video. So when I look through some of my older videos, I look back and they're 40, 50, 60 views a piece, and I thought every single one of those was the best I'd ever made. Looking back, I don't think I was ever really trying to get it to where I felt that way. I just did. I was just confident in everything I was doing. What does it mean to be the best video on my channel? By what metric is that measured? How do I consider it the best? Is it because it had a lot of views, or is it because of any sort of analytical statistics, or is it just a feeling? This isn't the first time that I've thought any video that I've made is the best. Last week's video I feel like is by far the best on my channel. You go back a few more weeks and I made a video called The Best Video I've Ever Made, or something to that effect. At the time when that first came out, I was like, oh yeah, this is the one by far, this is the best video I've ever made. And you know, it's been like a month and a half, 2 months since I've made that video, and I could point out about 6 things at least that are wrong with it. I always feel like whatever I make is the best of what I've made so far. I think that's because ever since I started, I've always had this feeling of confidence in whatever I make, right? At the time of making whatever it is, I feel like it is the best I can do. So doing everyday videos, doing daily videos, each day I made the next best video. The point of that is, I love all my videos. I always have. Every time I make a new video, I'm happy with whatever it is that I make. But with this confidence that I am fortunate enough to have comes the struggle that I have, and the problem that I face is when I am unable, or the confidence that I have almost blinds me to the point where I can't look at it objectively. And I can't see, well, you could have done this, cut this out. It's hard for me to look at that kind of stuff objectively and say what I could and couldn't do better. So let's go back to when I was making videos every single day. What I was doing was improving my basic skills. So my editing, my being able to talk on camera. I was improving all of those technical aspects of making these videos. But I was learning all these small things, so from my perspective, I was getting so much better every single time because I could do it. I was learning these skills, these raw skills that are extremely valuable. But in the essence of the video, the heart of these videos, they're not very good. In the moment, each thing that I make is the best that I've ever made. But in looking back, I'm able to see it wasn't that great. So when I did daily videos, every video I made, I was improving some skill. But now that I've gotten those skills and I've acquired those skills, and I don't want to say mastered those skills, but I've definitely become more experienced. Now that I have all of those skills, what is there to improve on? When I'm able to look back and see that wasn't very good, that means I've improved. That means I've improved in something. And in whatever that thing is that I'm noticing that wasn't very good, that is what I've improved in. And truthfully, I'll probably look back at the last week's video, the concert vlog, and I'll be like, well, I could have fixed this, it could have been better. And you know what? Just today, or the last time I watched it back, I was like, that went a little long. Like, there were things, even now, it having been out for a week, that I'm able to see. And this is a skill, it's taken me a while to develop, because, like I said before, I couldn't do that. I couldn't just be like, oh, that sucked. I was like, man, I really liked this video, so I should have done well. So in my writing for this video, I had a realization that the skill that I lacked, that was not being able to see what was good or bad about my videos, just loving my videos, blindly thinking they were great. My realization is, I don't think it's about finding what's good or bad. It's not that there's not an objective way to look at it, because I have an expectation of how I want my videos to look. And based on my standard, that is my metric of how I measure a good or bad GareTheBear video. And so over time, and with more videos and more repetitions, I am able to find in my videos what makes my videos better. Because in art, in any medium of art, there is no objective quality. There are no concrete truths. Art is not math. If art was math, you could say, this painting is really, really good, this painting is really, really bad. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, that's just how it is. But that's not how it works. That's not how art works. Art is all about conveying a feeling that the artist once felt. And when it comes to feeling, there is no mathematicizing it. There is no making it structured in math. It's all about flow, and it's all about vibe, and it's all about feeling. And with that realization comes another realization, that I don't even have to look at it from an objective point of view. So my problem of being too biased or too confident in my own stuff, my own work, is that even a problem? I have a hard time looking at my work, my videos, from an outsider's perspective. And really, it's impossible, because I'm not an outsider, and as much as I try to be, I can't. Like, it's just I have an emotional, personal connection to what I make. And is that even a problem? Like, that's the problem in this video, but is that even a problem? I think over time, my expectations of myself and my standard, my quality standard for my own work will increase, because I will learn, I will continue to grow and make better things to my standard. And so I think there's a lesson in that for myself and for all of the creative people watching. I was gonna say that the only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. And the only art that you should compare your art to is what your art was yesterday. And that's not even true. That's not true, I don't think. Because the less time you spend comparing, the more time you can spend creating something completely new. You shouldn't have to compare, and I shouldn't have to compare what I make now to what I make last week. So if this video doesn't do as well, or I don't like it as well as last week's video, so who cares? Because I enjoy it. If I enjoy it, making this stuff, and if people enjoy consuming this stuff, then who cares if it was as good, or not as good, or better it could be, than last week's video. Because at the end of the day, I'm confident in what I do. I know that I make good things to my standard. If I were to sit down and watch my past YouTube videos, I could do it no problem. Because I enjoy them. I want you to know that if you feel the way that I feel, and if you feel like you are too confident in your art or whatever it is you make, and if you feel like you're biased towards it, that's okay. It's okay to really like your own stuff, and it's okay to watch your own videos, or it's okay to just be into your own stuff, to be into your own art. Like, it's cool.